Mark, are we almost ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Ready? All right, welcome everybody. Welcome Erie County Democrats. Welcome to our virtual online 2020 election night celebration. On behalf of Chairman Zellner, all of the officers and committee members at ECDC, and myself, Jennifer Hibbett, Secretary of the Democratic Party, welcome you all this evening. We are going to be hearing from all of our local candidates. We're going to be giving you updates on all the national elections across the country, on Senate, House, and hopefully the presidential races. Before we turn it over to our candidates for the evening that we feel confident have won their elections, mostly because they're uncontested, I would like to thank the ECDC staff, from Kat, Olivia, Jake, and Jonica, and all the volunteers and everyone who helped our local candidates this year. This was not an easy year, so thank you so much for everything you did, whether it was lit drops, phone banking from your homes, and from your couches, or making small dollar donations to the many Senate races across the country. Because of you, we are in play across this nation this evening, and it is an exciting night. As a Biden delegate this year, I am so excited to see what happens. While we might not know tonight, we'll know soon, and I know that many of you watching have worked hard and done lots to make sure that Joe Biden and Kamala Harris are the next president and vice president of the United States. So I want to call up our first local candidate of the night, who was unopposed. She is a candidate, or an official, not official winner, but a soon-to-be winner for Erie County Family Court, my friend Kelly Brinkworth. She's going to come on up with her family. There you go, Kelly. Yep, you can.
Well, good evening, all. This is really a very different way to be celebrating such a historic election. Certainly a very happy election for me as a candidate who was not opposed. You may recall I ran this same race 5 years ago with not the same outcome, so I'm so very pleased today to stand before you, and I'm so excited to begin a new chapter in my career, helping and continuing to work with the families in Erie County Family Court. I'm going to take just a very quick moment to thank, of course, the Democratic Party, Chairman Zellner, all the committeemen who nominated me for this position. The position had been vacated by Judge Lisa Block-Rodwin upon her retirement, so I know I have some very big shoes to fill, and I'm confident that with my years of experience I can do that. I certainly want to just take a quick moment to thank, of course, my family that is with me here today, my sister, Erin, my niece, Caitlin, my wingman, Jeff, my Uncle Kevin, and my Uncle Richie, who unfortunately could not be here. He lost his struggle earlier this year. I want to take a moment to thank my mom and dad, who also have passed and I know are looking down from above. I'm sure that they are smiling upon us all today. My brother Timmy, my brother Jerry, who also is out of state. Again, I want to just thank all those who have supported me, my coworkers, my friends, the people within the courts, my bosses. Thank you very much for this great opportunity, and I give you my word, I will make you proud, and I will work hard for the families of this county. Thank you so much all. Good day.
Thank you. So weird. What a weird day. It's okay, it's okay. Thank you for that, Kelly. Thank you for that, Kelly. I know that we are going to miss her. Kelly has worked in the county government and family court for years, and she has done an amazing job, and we're really going to miss her. We have a few other candidates that have not arrived yet, but I am wanted to give an update on some of the information that we're hearing from Erie County. As of today, Erie County Board of Elections had mailed out 93,899 absentee ballots. As of today, this evening, they had received 80,954 of those ballots back. So we have lots of ballots that have to be counted. So a lot of the races this evening might not have a solid answer by the end of tonight. So just want to put that out there. I know many people are anticipating that, but it's important to know. So our next candidate, we are waiting for some more people. So I think we're going to take a pause here, and we'll be back with you as soon as we get more candidates. So thanks so much. everyone. Welcome back. I am excited to introduce our next speaker tonight. It is our congressman. Everyone knows him. Everyone loves him. Congressman Brian Higgins.
Thank you, Jen. Thank you very, very much. Jen Hibbett from County Executive Mark Poloncar's office, our chairman, Jeremy Zellner. It's very early in election night tonight. We don't have any definitive results as it relates to this election, but here's what we do know. 100 million people have voted early throughout this nation. Over 200,000 people voted early in Erie County. This is extraordinary manifestation of people's desire to exercise their constitutional right to vote. So this is a great demonstration of democracy, and it's attributed to a lot of the hard work and vision of our county chairman, Jeremy Zellner. So it's going to be a long night. Each state has different rules as it relates to the counting and the reporting of early voting. So it's going to be very difficult to determine a final conclusion about national elections. But I will say this has been an extraordinary day. I started my day very early this morning in Cheektowaga, and the voter turnout at the Bellevue Fire District was extraordinary, which I think is indicative of the excitement that people have felt about this election, from national elections right down to local elections as well. But I think this is also a referendum on the handling of the coronavirus, also about issues of economic growth, of infrastructure investment, and also expansion of Medicare for those who seek patient protections under the only law that protects people with pre-existing conditions, and that's the Affordable Care Act. So it is my hope, it is my expectation that this nation will respond affirmatively to a new direction, and we will await the results of this national referendum on all of these issues. So I want to thank again the Erie County Democratic Committee, the hard work that they have put in to this race, for all of the local candidates and the national candidates. And it's going to be a very exciting night. It's going to be a very exciting couple of days and a very exciting week. So thank you very much. Jen, thank you. Thank you. Where's Jeremy?
Congressman as great as Congressman Higgins. We have a few more guests that are scheduled to come on up, and they'll be here with us very shortly. But I want to give you a quick update on a press release that the Board of Elections sent out this evening. There are many outstanding absentee ballots in some races that we might not know the answer to this evening. So one of the, let's see, in the 27th Congressional District, there are 26,842 ballots that have been returned, with 3,609 outstanding. 12,000 of those have been from Democrats, 6,000 from Republicans, and 7,000 from others. So that race could come down to some, we might have to wait a little while for those results. Kat, do we have a candidate ready? Bear with us this evening. This is a different kind of election night for all of us. Usually we're in a room full of people. Exciting. What? Are you ready? I'm going to call candidate. Our next guest is not a candidate this evening, but is from Western New York and always takes the opportunity to come and speak to Western New York Democrats. And we are super excited to have her with us this evening. And I want to welcome our Lieutenant Governor, Kathy Hochul.
Thank you. The roar of the crowd. What an election night this is. This is amazing. First of all, Jen, thank you for the incredible work you do on behalf of Erie County. I am so delighted to be here in my home turf, Erie County, New York. I've traveled to every one of the 62 counties every single year, and I am delighted to be here on behalf of Erie County Democrats. First of all, I want to thank our chairman, Jeremy Zellner, for the incredible job he's done recruiting candidates, making sure that our elections are run well, and what a great job he has done. But to Erie County Democrats, I thank every one of you for working so hard to have a record-setting year, a year we've broken every record with respect to participation, the early voting, the absentee voting, getting out there to make sure that people's voices can be heard at the polls. And I want to thank everyone who's run this year, our extraordinary candidates, particularly those running for New York State Senate. As President of the Senate, I look forward to welcoming Jacqui Berger and Sean Ryan to the House and the Senate. I also want to acknowledge our many individuals who ran for the Assembly this year. Incredible bench. Individuals who've contributed greatly to their communities, and we look forward to their continued service in our state legislature. Governor Cuomo and I need them as partners. We need them to help us navigate our way through this pandemic, and also to deal with some extraordinary budget challenges as we deal with what's happened because of New York State having been the epicenter of this pandemic. We continue to look to Washington, and we have great leaders like Brian Higgins, who's with us here tonight, and we congratulate him on his election this evening. Also, Nate McMurray's race, we're looking very close to at that election, looking forward to welcoming him to the Congress. But I also want to talk about Joe Biden. What a race he has run with Kamala Harris. We are so proud of him. It doesn't become recognized very often, but Joe Biden is a graduate of Syracuse University Law School. I was just in Syracuse yesterday, and they're very excited about having one of their own alum occupy the White House. And he will be a leader that this country needs. We need healing at this time. We need someone who'll unite us and no longer divide us. This country has been through a lot in the last 4 years. It is time to start fresh, start with new leadership, and that begins with the leadership of Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. So again, to Erie County Democrats and everyone who turned out this year, thank you. Congratulations to all of our winners tonight. It's a little bit early. It might be a long night, but I feel very confident that this is going to be a blue wave that not just sweeps the state of New York, but all across this nation. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Lieutenant Governor. Thank you to Kathy Hochul. It is always a pleasure to have her back in Western New York because I know she's busy all the time, all over this state. Our next candidate, while we don't have full results for her because she's running in 8 counties for state Supreme Court, her early voting numbers have come in and they are looking great. And so we are super excited and we have our fingers crossed for current Buffalo City Court Judge, hopefully next New York State Supreme Court Judge, the Honorable Amy Martoche.
Good evening, everybody. This is a very exciting evening. It's unusual. It's not exactly how I had pictured it going, but here we are, and I just want to say I am so thrilled to be part of this historic election, and I believe in the optimism of this ticket. I believe in the bright future of our community, and I believe that whether my campaign is successful tonight or not, I am committed to continuing to doing the hard work of this community. I would be remiss if I didn't thank the people around me, my wonderful daughter Juliana, my husband Tim, my amazing Carrie, I don't know what to call her, terrific volunteer, Alex, who's also been a volunteer, and all of the other people who really stepped up. The team at headquarters, at Erie County Democratic headquarters, Kat, Jonica, Olivia, Jake, also Chairman Zellner, and of course all of the chair people from the 8 counties. You know, this is a district that is larger than the state of Rhode Island, and I learned that all too well. I am entirely in the debt of all the people who helped me, whether it was putting up signs or getting petition signatures or driving, doing all the things that need to be done. And of course, I am forever grateful to all of those organizations that endorsed me, the unions, the community organizations. I'm grateful to the mayor for his endorsement, to the Unity Coalition for their endorsement, and I would be honored to be your next state Supreme Court Justice. I'm not sure when we will know that. I certainly hope it's tonight, but I'm thanking each and every one of you who helped me get here. Thank you very much, and of course, again, thank you to my amazing family. Thank you.
Thank you to Judge Martoche, and we are watching her race closely. Some exciting news, the AP has called that the District of Columbia for Joe Biden. So our first official, I'm only going to announce wins that are announced by the AP. So they have started calling House races across the country that are not very contested, but they did call the District of Columbia for Joe Biden. So that's very exciting. We are waiting for more candidates to arrive. It is only 9:34, so the night is young, and we have a lot of results coming in, and we'll be hearing from all our local state senate and assembly members and our district attorney. So please stick with us, and we'll be back shortly. Thank you. Can you hear me? Okay, hi everyone, we're back. That was a quick break. So I am excited. I don't think we have full results yet for this candidate, but I'm super excited to have him back here. Our Assemblyman from the 142nd, Assemblyman Pat Burke.
These bright lights. Thanks, Jen. Hi everybody, I am happy to be with you. I am very happy that this election is over. And I know you're feeling nervous. I'm feeling really good about our chances. Not happy with Florida right now, but I think there are a lot of votes that need to be counted, and we're looking good. So, this election is really a referendum on where we're going to be as a country and as a community and what our values are. So I'm looking forward to, reestablishing who we are and what our identity is. And that starts tonight. It may take a little while to finally get the real tally, but we're going to make sure that every vote is counted, and we are going to win these elections, and then we are going to work our butts off to make sure that this state and this country are a fair and equitable place for every American and every New Yorker. So thank you very much. Let's stay positive. We got some time to go, but it's going to be great. So thank you all, and let's keep up the fight. Take care. Jen?
Great.
Yeah.
Thank you, Assemblyman.
My pleasure.
Thank you for this weird, very odd, awkward election night, right?
It's a weird year.
Yeah,
so,
it is. We're doing the best we can.
Yeah.
So,
all right, thanks, Jen.
Thank you. Thank you, Assemblyman Pat Burke. So next we have, it's very hard to see here. There's a lot of media, a lot of lights, a lot of buzz, but no people. So other than the local media. So I'm looking to see if our next candidate is here. Oh, I believe he is in the back. Our district attorney, who was up for election this year, but was not contested, so we can officially say he has won. So that's exciting, and he is on his way up here. So welcome, District Attorney John Flynn. Oh. This is so weird. Sorry. It's just a little awkward, right?
You're fine. Who's?
Because we're live streaming here.
You're live streaming that thing here?
Yes.
They're live now? Ready to go?
They are.
Okay. Well, obviously, to all the viewers out there who are live streaming right now, I want to thank everyone for everything that they've done for me and quite frankly for my family. This is obviously an honor to not have an opponent tonight. It is an honor to serve as a district attorney now for 4 more years. And again, there are just a number of people that I want to thank, and a number of people that played a strong role in me being where I'm at today. Obviously, I want to thank the Democratic chairman here, Jeremy Zellner. I want to thank the leaders of the Republican Party and the Independence Party and the Conservative Party and the Working Families Party and all the minor parties that have supported my candidacy. I thank them all very, very much for everything that they've done for me in putting me in this position right here. And again, I want to say that when I ran 4 years ago, I promised the voters of Erie County that I would lead the district attorney's office with the same core values that I brought with me each and every day to my service in the Navy. Those core values of being honor, courage, and commitment. I believe I've brought all of those core values in all 4 years of my run in my time as district attorney, and I promise the voters of Erie County that I will bring those attributes, those core values with me as I go forward for the next 4 years. So again, thank you all very much. I wish all of you the best. I wish all my candidates who are running here the best, and God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you to our District Attorney, John Flynn, and congratulations on a big win this evening. We have another candidate with us right now who I am excited to announce, who was a fellow Biden delegate and is our senator from the 62nd District, Senator Tim Kennedy.
Thank you very much to Jen Hibbett. Thank you so much for your work on behalf of the people of Erie County and Erie County government, with our great county executive, Mark Poloncarz, as well as your work for the Democratic Party here in Erie County. What a night, what a day, and what a culmination of so much effort to get our candidates over the finish line. And we have seen an incredible turnout here in Erie County, across Western New York, across New York State, and of course the nation. Let me just start by thanking our Erie County Democratic Party Chairman, Jeremy Zellner, for all of his efforts, and of course his extraordinary team, including his great executive director, Kat, and all of the team at Erie County Democratic Headquarters for working so diligently to help us get our message out there and to really rally the troops around our Democratic cause here in Erie County. And we're working here to flip red seats blue, especially in the New York State Senate. I've been the lone Democratic senator in Western New York for many years, and we're going to change that tonight. We're looking to elect Sean Ryan. We're looking to elect Jacqui Berger right here in Erie County, as well as down the road in Rochester, Samra Brook and Jeremy Cooney, among many others. In the Syracuse area, we have John Mannion, and the list continues. So we're growing our upstate base of support in the Democratic Conference, and we're expanding it. We're also making sure that the issues that are important to the people that we represent are front and center. And so when we go down to Albany and we have an expanded Democratic base coming out of Western New York, coming out of upstate, it will only give us more leverage to get things done and to continue to deliver for our great community, the city of Buffalo, Erie County, and all of the great people here in this region of our state, and really the entire state. And we've demonstrated in a very short period of time, in less than 2 years with a Democratic majority, after nearly 70 years straight of a Republican majority in the New York State Senate, that we have turned the tide and the focus and the trajectory of state government in favor of the people, and have met the demands of the people, and have really worked to make sure that working men and women and working families all across the state of New York are represented. I'm so proud of the efforts of my team in getting the message out there and working with everyone across Western New York. I want to thank the voters and all of those in the 63rd State Senate District that I've really had the privilege and honor to represent over the course of the last decade. The city of Buffalo, the city of Lackawanna, and the town of Cheektowaga. I'm just so proud to represent this wonderful district and the incredible people, the diversity of ethnicity, of every socioeconomic status. We have one of the, if not the most diverse districts in the entire state of New York and arguably the entire nation. And I work hard every single day to make sure that every single area of my district is represented and heard, and the voice of the people is carried down to Albany. So I truly want to thank the people of the 63rd State Senate District for trusting in me and the work that I do personally, but I also want to thank my staff, my incredible team that works with me each and every day, that goes out of their way. They wake up early, they go to bed late at night, and every single moment of the waking day, they are fighting for the people of Western New York and making sure that our community is well represented. So we've got a lot to be proud of. We're looking forward to victory tonight with a great Democratic slate of candidates across the board, starting with Vice President Joe Biden. We're going to make him president. Senator Kamala Harris, we're going to make her vice president. Amy Martoche, of course, as our next Supreme Court Justice. Congressman Brian Higgins, getting him reelected again. The wonderful senators that'll be joining me in Albany, the great assembly members across the board. And we're just looking forward to continuing to celebrate these wonderful victories for the Democratic Party. And we're looking forward to our continued blue wave across New York and across this incredible nation. So thank you, everybody, for all of your efforts, and onward to another wonderful night and a great victory celebration for Democrats across this great state and nation. Thank you once again.
Yay! Senator, I don't know if you want to stay up here. We have some exciting news from the AP. Right. The AP has called Colorado for Joe Biden.
All right.
That's very exciting.
Like to hear.
A swing state. They have also called that U.S. Senate seat for John Hickenlooper, which means we just took a U.S. Senate seat. Very exciting.
Big news. Big news.
Great news.
Yeah, it is. Jen Hibbett, one of a kind, an extraordinary leader. Thanks for all you do, Jen.
Thank you, Senator.
All right.
All right, so thank you to Senator Kennedy. It's exciting news about Colorado. As you all know, that's a swing state, so a big win for Democrats tonight in Colorado. We are pumped. Thank you to everyone who's out there watching, getting some text about it, so thank you. We are waiting for some more candidates, so as we wait, we will put this on pause again, but we'll come back as soon as we get more of our candidates. So thank you for paying attention, thank you for listening, and we'll be back in a little while. Mark, are we live? All right, let's go. All right. Okay, hi everyone, welcome back. We have another candidate with us tonight. Don't know the results of this race yet. It's one that we're watching closely, but we're happy to have her with us, and I want to welcome a candidate for New York State Senate, Jacqui Berger.
Thank you. I want to begin by thanking the parties from the 3 counties my race is in, Erie, Genesee, and Monroe. Everybody's been wonderful. My team has been great. They're not with me tonight. They're busy watching results. And we're just looking forward to seeing results. We feel good about the race. We worked hard. And we're planning on pulling off a win. So I just want to say thank you for everyone who voted for me, my committee, the team, my friends in labor, and that's it. And I hopefully will be back soon with some good news. Not tonight, but in a couple of weeks. So thank you.
Thank you, Jacqui. I know this is a race that Western New York Labor was really involved in, and I know they're waiting for those results. So, we have another candidate with us this evening who we are excited to announce, our Assemblywoman from the 143rd Assembly District, Monica Wallace.
Hello, everybody. I am so excited to be here. Thank you so much, Jen, for arranging this, and everybody at ECDC for doing such a tremendous job arranging this. This is wonderful under the circumstances. This is a fantastic setup. I am feeling very good. I'm very confident. I want to thank ECDC and the staff at ECDC. They've done a tremendous, tremendous job helping us get through this race. We've run a very robust campaign, and I'm feeling very, very confident about it. Of course, it's too early to tell, and we want to make sure every vote is counted. But I want to take a moment to thank all of the wonderful people who have helped me throughout the past few months. I want to thank, as I said, the party has been really a tremendous help. So many friends and volunteers. I've had a tremendous amount of help from labor. I'm very proud to be endorsed by labor, and I've had a lot of labor supporting me. I've had a lot of my friends that are fellow electeds supporting me, and I appreciate them and all of their staffs. And I want to give a special shout out to my staff, some of whom are here today, who have really just worked so hard, not only as public servants all throughout the past 4 years helping me look good, but throughout the past few months they've been doing a tremendous job volunteering on the campaign. And I'm so very proud and so honored to have such fine people working for me. Specifically, I want to give a shout out to my Chief of Staff, Jordan Ziglis. I want to give a shout out to my Legislative Director, Amanda Wizakevich, my Community Relations Coordinator, Elizabeth Brinkworth, and my Communications Director, Tim Fenster, and one of the new volunteers, my former intern at Albany, who is now helping volunteering on the campaign, just graduated from Albany undergrad, Olivia Schultz, who's also here. I'm so delighted to have such amazing people supporting me. I've been working really hard for the past 4 years, and I think tonight is a referendum on whether the people of the 143rd feel as though I've earned another 2 years. I hope that they have. When I ran 4 years ago, I said I was going to restore integrity and dignity back to this seat and to be somebody who believes in holding government accountable. And I think I've done that over the past 4 years. I've tried to work really hard. We've had some very, very tough months the past few months, and I've made it my priority to really make sure that our community was safe. And I know that that's the case for all of my colleagues as well. And I'm very, very proud to be counted among such wonderful elected officials. I want to thank you so much, and I'm excited. The one thing I want to say is we've had such tremendous turnout locally. It's so encouraging. That's democracy in action, and we should all be very proud of that. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Thank you, and we look forward to the results of this race, and certainly a big win for Monica is what we want to see tonight. So with that, we have another candidate here, another assembly member who we are excited and hopefully will be re-electing this evening, Assemblywoman from the 146th Assembly District, Karen McMahon.
Hi, Jen. Thanks so much for those kind words of introduction. Hi, everyone. Pleasure to be with you tonight. It's been a very unusual year and a really strange campaign, and so of course we have to have a really unusual election night to go with it. I know it's very premature, but I'm feeling great about our return so far. I want to thank all the people who came out to early vote. And I would also like to thank everybody who's been so supportive of me over the past 2 years that I've been in the Assembly. First and foremost, my family, my husband Jeff, my daughters Allison, Sarah, and Emily. I'd like to thank my team. Some members are here tonight. I call them the J team. Jim Arnone, Josh Ranney, Joe Popielkowski, Jessica Schuster, and Alyssa Shields as well. I want to thank Chairman Zellner and his staff for all the support that they've provided through the campaign. Couldn't have done it without them. And all the volunteers who came out to help me under, difficult and unusual circumstances too. People who did a lot of phone banking for me this year, and I really appreciated the help. It was, as I said, a very unusual campaign, and people really stepped up to help me. It is a tremendous privilege for me to represent the 146th district. It's my hometown. It's where I grew up, went to school, raised my family, and I look forward to 2 more years of working hard for the people of Amherst. I forgot to shout out my town chairs, Jerry Shadd in Amherst, and outgoing Niagara Pendleton chair Jim Sacco, and incoming Pendleton chair Amanda Irons-Rindfleisch. Thank you to everybody tonight, and hoping for good things all across the board. Thanks so much.
All right. Thank you so much. We're looking forward to the results of Karen's race. I do have some disappointing news to announce. The AP has called the South Carolina Senate seat for Lindsey Graham. So for everyone you're watching, I know that's not what anyone wanted to hear, and that's a disappointment. So we are going to be continuing to wait for results. We have more candidates from Erie County coming your way, and as soon as they get here, we're going to bring them up. We have some exciting new people coming to the stage, so it'll be great to hear from them. So we're going to sign off for a little while and see you all in a bit. Thanks. Good. Okay. Hi. Welcome back, everyone. Thanks for joining us this evening. We are joined. We're going to be joined by someone who is not on the ballot this year, but will be on the ballot next year. The chairwoman of the Erie County Legislature, our friend April Baskin. Wait. Maybe she's not. Maybe she's hiding back there. She's going to be with us very soon. Soon we also, after that, we'll be hearing from candidate for Assembly, John Rivera. We're also going to be hearing from our current Assemblyman, hopefully soon to be Senator Sean Ryan, and possibly a few other guests. So looking forward to the evening. The AP hasn't called anything lately, but I just got an update, and here is our chairwoman, April Baskin.
Thank you, Jen. Hello, Democrats. Erie County Legislature Chairperson April Baskin. Just super happy to be here on election night and to celebrate a lot of the victories around the counties. We have a lot of great, wonderful candidates on the ballot. And as we await the election results, it's good to be unified, especially at a time like right now in our country where we've seen so much division over the last year, where we have been tried as a country and as a world with a pandemic. Coming together for this local election, seeing the number of people who have come out to vote in early voting and utilize their civic rights and their civic liberties, and then to also be able to gather here on election night and wrap it up with what I predict will be a bunch of victories for Buffalo and Erie County is just such a great feeling. So I'm super excited. Thank you to everybody that mobilized somebody, including themselves, to get to the poll this year. This is a major election locally and nationally for our country. So I'm just super excited. Go Democrats, and let's stay focused and hope for the best. Thank you so much. Thanks, Jen.
Thank you, April. All right. Now I think that we have our candidate for Assembly. Right? All right, here he is, a good friend and someone who I think is going to walk away victorious this evening, my friend, John Rivera.
Thank you very much, Jen. I just want to thank everybody, obviously, that was involved in the campaign. I want to thank my family. I want to thank my friends. It was a bit of a challenge this year, like it was for so many other candidates. Being a first-time candidate, it was certainly a big learning experience, but I'm so excited, so thrilled. I'm so happy to be part of the team that's going to be going to Albany, knowing that this party, its leadership from Chairman Zellner on down, has played a big part in everything that we've been able to accomplish. We believe that this county is speaking, the state is speaking, and we know that the country is going to speak by the end of the night. And when all the votes are counted, that there's a reason why we vote the way we vote, and there's a reason that we support the candidates that we do. So I want to thank everyone that, like I said, that's been part of the campaign, everyone here at the Democratic Party. Thank my family again, and the voters in Hamburg and in Buffalo and Lackawanna. I just want to thank you for trusting me with this big responsibility. And the road ahead of us is filled with challenges, with everything going on, but we know that this is why we care about voting. This is why we care about electing people, because the decisions ahead of us are tough. And we're going to trust our leaders with our future ahead of us, and it's a daunting task ahead of us. But again, it's the most humbling experience I've felt in my life, being able to be counted on this way. So thank you, and I'm eager to get to work, and God bless. Thank you.
All right, thank you, John. Exciting stuff tonight. So we are waiting for a few more candidates to arrive. I'm just checking the AP to see if they've called anything else tonight since last time I was up here, and I don't see anything major. A lot of house races, a lot of things happening. So we're going to wait for more results, and we will be back in just a few moments. Thank you.
side. Right now, Florida is the only of those notable 9 that we have leaning toward President Trump. All the others, North Carolina, Georgia, Ohio, Arizona, Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin, and Iowa, those are all toss-ups. All right, let's check on the race to 270 electoral votes. And in that, Joe Biden leads 89-72. You might feel like it's late at home, 10:30 p.m. on the East Coast, but it is early on election night. Lots more votes to be counted because there is such an unprecedented vote out there. So the count just coming in.
And you know it's early because of those notable 9. Only Florida is the one that has any tinge of color to it. In all those states the president's defending, they're all toss-ups still, even though a lot of votes have come in.
Right.
And you guys know part of the fun of election night is watching the states tick off, so you can watch the red turn to blue or blue turn to red, and you're pulling for your candidate. And to hear it still early as we sit here at 10:30. When does it become late, Nora? Midnight, 1 a.m.,
I'm no longer on the morning schedule.
Yes, right. I know.
But you're usually asleep by now.
In 2016, it was, what, 2:45
Yes, we were here till 2:30.
That's right.
I remember that well.
Remember there were some hamburgers involved late in the middle of the night. But let me, as we were all together then. John, let's talk about Arizona, because that's a state where some of the vote is coming in. And I know you did that piece for 60 Minutes because it is unique in so many ways.
Well, it is, and it's changing. And that's what makes Arizona interesting. It's one of these states where Democrats hope, it's at the edge of their hopes. Of course, Georgia and North Carolina are too, but 300 new people a day move into Maricopa County. It's the #1 county in the country in size. When Donald Trump won it, it was the biggest county he won in 2016. So that's why Jamie was focusing on Maricopa County. But the important thing to remember about Arizona is while it looks like Joe Biden's got a lead, they count a lot of votes early. There are votes on Election Day, and as we've seen on the East Coast, the president's doing better on Election Day than in the mail-in vote. So if anybody wants to get their hopes up about Arizona moving from being a red Republican state to blue, you've got a lot of waiting to do.
Hey, John, how about that endorsement from Cindy Biden?
Cindy McCain.
Cindy McCain, yes. Yes, it's still Dr. Joe Biden. See, it is late. I've been up since 3:24, Nora. This is late. But let's rewind. Let's go back to Cindy McCain's endorsement of Joe Biden. Longtime family friend.
Right.
But certainly on the other side of the aisle. Do you think that made a difference? She said, I hope that women will take a look and step over the line as I did.
We'll see. I mean, there are two parts of the Cindy McCain endorsement that are interesting. One is she said suburban women look at Donald Trump and they don't feel secure. Remember, the president was saying, I'll keep you safe.
Yes.
Don't worry about my personality.
Long way to go. Obviously, we want to wait for more of that vote in. But that's the first one of the Sun Belt. And it's been the one that Biden consistently led in the polls in, probably more so than any of these other Sun Belt states.
How much is that driven by the Senate race there?
Well, look, is it driven by the Senate race? Is it driven by what's been happening over 4 years? I mean, certainly Mark Kelly, ultimately, I think this is about Democrats just realizing that there's opportunity in Maricopa with these suburban. In the same way we saw basically the Denver suburbs take Colorado from a red to purple to blue. The Northern Virginia suburbs, and it turned it from, it was red when I first moved there in the early 90s, to purple to blue. That's what both in Arizona and Georgia, that Democrats think, Maricopa and Phoenix, they think that's the key to turning Arizona blue, and of course the Atlanta suburbs. So the question is, are Phoenix and Atlanta ready to join Denver and the Washington, D.C. suburbs? And that's what we're going to find out tonight.
Perhaps tonight we'll have the answer for us. Hallie Jackson's over at the White House. What have you been hearing from your sources inside the Trump campaign?
Let me jump off of something that Chuck was just talking about as it relates specifically to Georgia, because the characterization from one person that I spoke with tonight is that folks are not feeling panicked yet. They're looking at Georgia. They are perhaps not feeling as good as they had been earlier in the day about it. But at this point, that is when they're watching because of specifically what Chuck was talking about there, the suburbs around Atlanta, the way that the president could perform. They're specifically looking, and you heard Jason Miller talking about, for example, black and Hispanic voters in Georgia. They're specifically looking at the performance that the president will have among black voters there. So that's something that they're keeping an eye on. There is a lot of, again, we have not called Florida yet here at NBC News, but there is some, I would say, preemptive dunking from members of the Trump campaign about that state. There is really a sense that I'm starting to pick up from talking to folks tonight that this is a little bit how it went in the early hours of election night 4 years ago, if you remember, feeling like the polls were wrong, feeling like they were the underdog campaign that was able to come from behind and win 4 years ago. And there are people, listen, the president has surrounded himself this year with the same sort of cast and crew that he did 4 years ago in large part. So there are a lot of people who are holding on to that memory and wondering if tonight is going to end up having the same result for President Trump. When you talk about the mood sort of more broadly, the president is spending election night here at the White House. Listen, any other election night, I would be standing here in front of you from, the election night watch party, if you will. We're not doing that tonight because of, obviously, the pandemic. Things have changed quite dramatically over the last 9 months or so. There are about 250 people, according to one attendee, inside the White House right now, inside the East Room. They're watching one of the cable networks, the president's preferred channel, frankly, at least most of the time, which is Fox News. They're watching that on the big screens, cheering when some of the races get called there, having some snacks. Members of the Trump cabinet are there, members of the Trump family as well. And right now, the sort of energy in the room, we're told, is very positive based on some of the things that we're seeing. Now, might that change as we start to get in more vote from Arizona? That is definitely one that we're drilling down on with sources tonight. That was one of the states that the folks that I've been talking to in the Trump orbit hadn't been feeling very, very confident about. They were feeling what I would say hopeful, optimistic, but not extremely confident. And there now seems to be perhaps some reason for that.
Okay, Mark. Oh. We good? All right, everyone. I am excited to bring to you our next guest of the evening. He is an assemblyman from the 149th District. He is going to be our next state senator for the 60th District, Mr. Sean Ryan. Woo!
Well, it's great to see everybody tonight. So the early votes came in very healthy. The polling came in very healthy from today's polls, and everything looks on track for me to be declared the next New York State Senator from the 60th District. Thank you. I declared for this race in September of 2019. And I said this race is going to be about kitchen table issues, economic growth, high road economics, cleaning up brownfields, protecting our waterways from polluters, and giving public access to waterways to the public. Those are issues that I will go to Albany and I will fight for. But the pandemic has intervened, and we cannot restore our economy. We cannot restore the growth that we have been seeing in Western New York unless we keep the pandemic under control. And I intend to continue to work to do that so we can emerge from this pandemic a stronger economy that we went into it with, a stronger Western New York. So we want to rebuild better, and we want to rebuild stronger. We will not accept moving backwards as a community. So when I declared in 2019, I sat with Chairman Zellner. I told him my intentions, and he told me, go get some support around the district. And I was so happy to have gotten support from the north of the district in Grand Island to the south of the district in Evans. But nobody works these campaigns alone. So I have to thank my wife, Kathy Creighton, for all the work she did throughout the campaigns, my daughter, Kate and Bridget, for putting up with me through the whole campaign. It is not easy. My whole extended family, who's worked hard throughout the campaign, and of course my great campaign team, Cody, Nick, Gabby, David, Alex, thank you so much for everything that you have done. Onward, we're going to have a very, very strong delegation representing Western New York in 2021, and we're going to have a strong delegation representing upstate. I can't wait to get back to Albany to do the people's business. Thank you so much.
Thank you to our newest senator, Sean Ryan. Very exciting this evening. That was a race that a lot of people were watching. So, and a big win for the New York State Senate, as that was formerly held by Republican Chris Jacobs, and now will be held by Democrat Sean Ryan. So it's a big, big win for Western New York. We now have two friendly faces in Albany legislature with Senator Kennedy and now Senator Sean Ryan. So exciting news. We do have another candidate on his way in. Him and his family are going to be up on the podium, so we'll put it on pause, and as soon as they get here, we will bring them to you, and that's going to be future Assemblyman Bill Conrad. we're live with one of our last candidates, I think, for the evening, but someone who I am excited to announce because he is taking over for Assemblyman Robin Schimminger, who's held that seat for longer than I've been alive, and we are filling it with Town of Tonawanda Councilman, hopefully next Assembly member for the 140th Assembly District, Bill Conrad and his big family. Welcome all out here.
Come on in back here. We got a crowd. We're very happy to be here. We brought the family here. All righty. Okay. All right. We all set, Jen? Okay. I want to. Thomas Jefferson once said, "We do not have a government by the majority. We have a government by the majority who participate." In that spirit, I am proud to stand before you tonight and say that we represented our community with integrity. We gave it our all, and the citizens of the 140th Assembly District have spoken. Although we might not have all the ballots counted here tonight, but we are confident of the outcome and we see before us, and we see a clear path to victory. I would be remorseful if I didn't say thank you to my wife, my 4 kids here, for being by my side through just not this election, but the primary and everything that came with it. I'm thankful to my entire family here, in-laws included, and friends for their loving support. To my mom and dad, thank you for teaching me that the right path is not always the easiest one, and that shortcuts don't work. And to that, also, to make sure I put the cap back on the toothpaste bottle. To my team, Brian, John, and Phil, and every single person who volunteered their time, gave their advice, put up lawn signs, made calls, and went out and got signatures. Put in the hard work when I needed you the most. You all know who you are. And you make the impossible possible. And I would not be here without you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. To all my friends here at Erie County Democratic Party headquarters, Chairman Zellner and the staff here, and the Niagara County Democratic Party, to the town chairs, the committee people who believed in me and went out in a pandemic, out in the cold to get signatures for me to be on this ballot, including my own town chairman, John Krangle, thank you. Finally, in closing, I want to say thank you to all the voters that put their trust and faith in me. I promise to work tirelessly on your behalf and make sure you have fair representation in Albany. And with that, I want to say good night, God bless, and go Kenmore Rugby. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. All right. You guys ready?
Right.
Nice job. Great job.
Hold on to Grandma on the other side. Hold on to Grandma. I'm tired. I know. I like her move. I'll be back. Okay. All right. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. We are still awaiting results of our biggest national election. We don't have anything solid on Joe Biden yet. So we are just going to continue to monitor the results and see what's happening. We are waiting to see. It looks like the AP is getting close to calling the Arizona race. So that will be exciting. That's a big win if we win that. And I'm going to check the list to see if we have anyone else coming this evening. And if we do, we'll tune back in and we'll give you any more updates that we have as the night goes on. So thank you so much, and go Biden.
So he